Good morning to one and all. Welcome back to Clara's Creation. Students, you all must have seen my previous videos and I've always been mentioning this very often. The pandemic situation that we are going through now. In most of my videos, I have been discussing about the pandemic situations and I've been talking about how to utilize this time to groom ourselves, to work on our skills. And so my today's topic also is related somewhat or is based on pandemic situation, wherein I'm going to teach you today the preparation for multiple choice question exams, the MCQ exams. Now from past 2 years almost we are having online classes, virtual classes, and we are also expected to prepare ourselves for online examination. All these years, right from our junior KG till whatsoever standard we belong to, we were giving offline exams. But 2 years almost we are completing. We are expected now to prepare ourselves for MCQ exams or online examination. And today here I have a guide for you. Just I had brought initially the reading guide volume 1 and 2 for you. Today I have a guide on preparation for multiple choice question exams, the MCQ exams. Without wasting much of your time, my dear students, I would like to help you out with certain set of instructions which will help you to face or give your online exams better. MCQ exam tests your understanding of a broad range of material, broader than the essay style question. You should not only know the basic definitions, but you should have the thorough knowledge of your subject. You are expected to have an in-depth knowledge of the topic or the subject that you are preparing for exam. How to learn for an online MCQ exams? MCQ exam is designed to ask in-depth knowledge from a subject material. You have to study for an online MCQ exam like any other exam, maybe even more, and even in great detail. A lot of knowledge of yours can be tested in that short period of time. Points to remember: do you have the complete information of the chapter and the topic that are included in the exams? So you need to have a complete detailed knowledge. Study each and every detailed information on the chapter or the topic that is given to you. Do not miss out a single word. Do not miss out a single detail. In fact, I should say, have a well organized notes, most important, of each and every topic that is coming for your exam. Note down the important points from the chapter. If you remember, and if you've seen my video on reading guide volume 1 and 2, my dear students, I had asked you all, always I mention this again and again. After few videos I keep repeating, keep a pencil, marker and a highlighter with you. Underline the points, underline the main information, underline the keywords. Identify the potential question from each paragraph. Identify the potential questions that can be asked from the topic. You are supposed to prepare a question bank for your own self rather than depending on your teacher to give you a question bank. It is very bad state of every student where the child depends on the teacher to provide the question bank, and your teacher will give you a question bank, maybe 10 or 10 questions, and our students only prepare on that. That's not a right method of preparing yourself for exams. Make a summary of the topic with important points. After you've understood the lesson, write in your own words. Write the summary of that lesson and see what you've understood from that lesson. And this information will remain with you lifelong. Even after you pass out your school, You go to degree college. If you follow this method, the information that you've grasped will never vanish from your mind. Trust me, my dear students. Answering MCQ questions. Answer other than right answers are given to distract you from the correct solution. Now, the options that are given to you are very tricky. What do I mean by this first point? The options that is given to you is very tricky. They all can sound very similar. So what you need to do? You need to use your thinking cap. You need to be very smart. You need to be very vigilant. You need to be very uh, intelligent, or very what I should say, rational, to identify the options with a slight small difference between the right and the wrong answer. There will be a very small difference between the right and the wrong answer. So you need to be very active. Potential answers are given in the MCQ. Your job is to choose the right answer, recognize the right one. It will look like all the answers are correct. The examiner has set the paper in such a way, that you find all the options that are provided to you is the correct answer. But if you're not smart enough, you may end up using or choosing, I should say, the wrong answer. Now, let me just quickly summarize whatever I said in my previous slides. Points to remember: keep yourself calm, do not panic, do not get stressed out, and keep yourself composed. Read every instruction that is given by your examiner carefully. Before every question paper, your examiner will have few set of questions or few set of instructions, not questions, I'm sorry, few set of instructions given to you. And those instructions you need to remember in your mind. Just don't give a glance at the question, but try to understand the question. Read it once, twice, or thrice, and the answer which you identify should be the most logical answer. Try to understand that only one answer can be correct out of all. Cover the option, read the question, try to recall the answer. Answer before you uncover and check if your answer matches with the other options. Answer the easy questions first. Very important. This point is very important. First, answer the easy questions. Then solve at the end. Maybe at the last 15-20 minutes when you finished answering most of the questions. At the last 15-20 minutes, leave the difficult questions to answer. Then solve the ones which you are not very sure of, which you are not very certain. Eliminate the wrong answers with a proper reasoning. You need to use your thinking cap. Reason it out. Be rational. Be logical. Above all, keep going. With so many questions, if you keep delaying, you will lose your time. So stay focused. Keep moving forward. Good luck. I hope this information will help you. Thank you for listening and being patient. Good luck.